I'm not going to rub my face.
If you can reach me, you can feel my burning flame. And we got no idiocy. Well, I just might take you home with me. Don't need to tell you what to change. The vibe's just taking over me. Stop feeling so good. Tonight, I'll be your money girl. I'm calling all my girls. We gon' turn this party out. I know you.
We're gonna be testing this spray, right? This is the viral TikTok Ocean personal care makeup fixer spray. Long lasting fixing spray, right? There we go. So we're gonna be testing this because it supposedly sets makeup and does not makeup doesn't budge. Like if you use this spray, like your makeup will not budge. Also, I'm sitting in front of the window with the hopes it was in the natural light instead of having to use ring lights. So yeah, so you're supposed to spray 30 centimeters away from your face. This is definitely not 30 centimeters, but let's see. Okay, so we're going to wait a few seconds for that to dry out. And then we're going to get it going. So yeah, guys, also I lost the melting band that I bought, the black melting band that I bought last week. I literally used it once and it vanished. Like, the way I keep losing things is actually shocking. Okay, so we're going to give this a few seconds to dry out and then try. Okay, so this is the finger I used to apply. My wipes are so far. So this is the finger I used to apply the eyeshadow. And then I'm going to try with this finger just to see. Okay! I mean, oh, wow. Okay, tissue. It's better than this. You guys, this is better than the stay on spray that I first tried out. Remember, the stay on spray, they wouldn't. Oh, wow. This is really impressive. So I bought it in town for 35 rand. I bought it in town for 35 rand. But there's a woman on TikTok that sell it for like 200, 250. So I think it just depends who you find. If you don't want to go to town, then just buy it from the ladies on TikTok. Also, don't say, it's so expensive. They also have to make a profit. So please support your fellow ladies. Anyway, we're going to do makeup. I have no idea what kind of makeup look we're going to do, but the whole purpose of this video is for us to remind ourselves of the 5 basic steps of makeup, which is prime, foundation, is to prime, foundation application, contour, highlight, and blending. So we are not going to focus on brows, eyeshadow. Ne? We are just going to focus on all of the other things that I've mentioned. And then we are going to keep this video moving because we do not want to waste time. I am losing sunlight. I'm using the front of my camera, so I need to get it cracking. To get cracking. Okay, I'm going to go through my brows. Abuya. Okay, so my brows are done. And as you can see, they are giving Angry Bird, super thick, super dark. I used this. My primer is the Passion Pro Partner in Prime Dewy Pore Minimizing Face Primer with hyaluronic acid. Now, you all know hyaluronic acid is really good for skin. It plumps up your skin and makes it look juicy. So we're going to apply this girl. Just to, also, this is a really good primer and it's also super affordable. So if you are on a tight budget, but you want quality makeup products or like a quality primer that is absolutely not going to disappoint you, I 100% vouch for this primer. We're going to pump out a pea-sized drop like that, and then you're going to take a flat brush. Where is my flat brush? Where is my flat brush? So you guys, the brushes that I bought, I still need to clean them. Like, please don't ever buy brushes and not clean them and then just start using them. Hygiene. 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 Yes, hygiene. So you take your foundation. So you can use your concealer, okay? But I'm just going to opt to use my foundation. You see, I have like 10,000 colored for different shades, but I'm going to use my foundation. Your foundation might just stick immediately, or it might feel like it's sliding off a bit, but that's perfectly normal. Obviously, because sometimes if you mix different products from different brands, they obviously are not going to just be in sync automatically once you put them together. So yeah. Also, you guys, I think I should honestly start doing more makeup videos, because what do you mean I forgot how to do my face? Like, I literally missed so many steps on my previous video. It was so crazy to me. It was like, babe, how? Johnny? Like, I'm trying so hard to chase the sunlight. I want to be done before the clock hits 4. Also, speaking of the clock hitting 4, I wonder what time it is now. So you see, I just basically shape my brows how I want. Remembrance. Remembrance! And then you just pull that down like that. Your beauty blender. And you just dab this foundation on. So this is a clean beauty blender. I haven't sprayed it with anything. You just dab so the edges of the application don't stick out, because they tend to do that sometimes. So you just smooth those harsh lines out like that. What I like to do to just make my makeup last longer, I set my skin first before applying my foundation. It's actually the Scarlet Hill Glow setting spray. Same blender. Because look, see what it did there. Because it spray thing in your corner. So you are just going to push that into your skin like that. Use the back of your hand, just a pump, a full pump. Because most people's T-zones, so meaning here, here, and here, people become oily throughout the day. What I learned there is that the best place to start applying your makeup is from the outside of your face, work your way in. So you do not have build up here of makeup and then you look crazy throughout the day. I don't know why I'm looking here. The lens is there. I hope you hear me. So you do not have build up throughout the day and then you end up looking crazy and super shiny. It's going to happen, yes, but if you can do something to minimize the possibilities of that happening, then of course do it. And then, if like me, you don't really care, but you do, you can use your finger. Just move it around, keep on my air bubbles if your foundation has air bubbles, and tap it like this. And then you start from the outside. Okay, let's do my left. I'm left-handed. Why am I not using a mirror? So you start from the outside and work your way in. So like this. See, and just blender. That way it goes into your skin and it looks smoother. Just like that. Also, this foundation is giving ghost now. Like, am I not the skin color anymore? What is happening? Anyway, but we can make it work. It's fine. So just like that. Another thing, very important, guys. The least amount of foundation goes on your forehead. So whatever, don't know. The least amount of foundation goes on your forehead. And then don't forget to blend it in with the foundation you had previously applied to contour your brows. See now what's happening. I didn't wipe off the spray when I was sticking the wig on. Can you see? I want things alive, but it's fine. We'll fix it. So this is the side with the foundation. This is the side without the foundation. So you keep going. Remember, you work your way from the out in to avoid buildup, right? And stop the foundation. Please don't do that. I beg. See how natural. Well, it doesn't look natural, but it gives you like a smooth skin finish instead of a clogged base. Like, there's nothing that annoys me more than a clogged base of makeup. Contour. I'm gonna use this shade. Also, I'm sitting in front of the window. It's not really helping me much. I'm gonna use this shade. It's not as dark as the other one. So I'm just gonna dip my finger and just see how that bridge is already appearing. See? Your nose is already popping. So I just like doing this as I go instead of just drawing everything on. You can do that. It's not a must. Because everyone has a way in which they prefer their face to be maneuvered. So you do what makes you happy, baby. This concealer is so silky and soft and just... I mean, you can either just draw a straight line or you can just dab. It's really not that serious. But I think it's always better to, once you start practicing, start using your fingers more than anything, because then obviously your fingers, you'll use less product, and that way you can control the amount of product that you're applying onto your face instead of overwhelming yourself with a whole lot of product and just, go up gradually into the floor. Okay, so this is the bright concealer over here. It doesn't have shade numbers, so I can't really say what shade it is. So inner corner of the eye and outer corner. Some people use a different shade for the outer corner. That's also fine. But how we usually do makeup is you just put concealer under your eye, like your entire eye, just so it's brightened, which most of us girls do that. But honestly, if you are applying makeup every single day of your life, where the hell are you going to get time to blend all of that? Then this is for us to just highlight our chin and highlight your forehead. And then my nose, just like that. I feel like this is a bit too thick, but it's fine. And then for the middle part, in between the corner and the outer corner, I'm going to apply this shade, because it's a little bit closer to the shade of my foundation, but it's a tad bit brighter than that. See? And just apply that there. You don't have to do that. Preference. Also, the less makeup you have under the eye, the better the less creasing. Now, you can either dampen your brush, your blender, but I suggest you don't, because sometimes if you dampen it, it causes patches, and then you're going to be stressed because you're going to be like, why am I patching? Don't do it. So you're initially supposed to start here and work your way in, like that. Or you start here and work your way out, like that. And here we've got liquid blush. So with liquid blush, under no circumstances, yes, they do it on TikTok and Instagram, under no circumstances do you ever take your liquid blush and apply directly from the brush. No, this is what you do. And then you just do that. You dab onto it like that, spread it around, and then if it's too bright, don't stress. We are going to make it disappear. I'm going to use this one to just tone everything. Can you see what's happening? Can you see what's happening? Can you see? Time just to minimize the shine. Just like that. Can you see? Just to mattify. And if you obviously don't like that, but for my nose, I prefer using this brush to contour my nose. And I'm going to take this almond compact powder from City Girl. City Girl is from Edgar's, if you're wondering. And just do that. Dab a little bit. And then cup, blow. And then you just sharpen that like that. See? You deepen. I want my lips Looks so crusty. Rusty dusty. Crusty. I'm just closing my concealer. Also, avoid putting your makeup in direct sunlight. That's really bad. For your makeup. Fluffy brush, blush brush, your dark powder under your chin. Just to cut off your chin, like that. Because remember, we're rushing. It's like the easiest thing to do every day, every morning. And then you bring back that dark, deep contour that you had before applying the blush and the powder, just to chisel your cheekbones and give you like a slim finish, like a, you know. And then I don't really like doing this, but just a little bit above. Like I honestly don't like doing this because I'm just a bit finicky about the way my face looks. So yeah. Also, you guys, I realized the other day I was thinking to myself that the last time I actually allowed someone to touch my face, like in terms of doing makeup, was when I was going for our matric dance. That was the last. It was okay. My mom used to do my makeup like for that, for like events and stuff. But that was like literally the last time, like a professional did my makeup and they did my face. Patrice. Now it's also not advisable to take it directly from here and apply it, but they do it. You know, sometimes when you think you know everything and you just start doing things because you have a control over what you're doing because you're so used to doing it. So I feel like that's just that. It's not that they are wrong. It's just sometimes when you're so used to doing something, and especially when you know your face really well, you just fly through everything. So first I apply in fully, and then I'm gonna apply some and leave it there to bake. And I'm gonna go over my eyes. I love going over my eyes with powder that I use on my face. Like it always just makes things make sense, you know? Also, this face is coming together beautifully. That's fine. We're gonna fix it. Now this time around, we're gonna apply it and leave it. And then we're gonna come back later and just dust it off. The tip like this to just do that. But I kind of want to do something less overwhelming just so we get the basic steps of doing this, right? So we are just going to make that super bright because the girl has a bright under eye, like that. And we're just going to leave it like that for a few minutes, man. Like, you know, just let it sit there and do its thing while we focus on other things. See how the nose just instantly snatches. Also, we're not snatching our nose because we hate the shape of our nose. No, it's the art of makeup, darling. We don't hate ourselves. We're just like playing with makeup. And just give our eyes a bit of a lift. And then, so in a normal world, somebody would do this just to highlight this part as well. I don't like doing that. If you want to do that, you're more than welcome to do that. I don't like doing that. You guys, my dream in life is to literally shoot makeup shorts, like literally every day, like 3 times a week. But life just gets a bit hectic sometimes, and I'm just like. But now we are going to dust off. Let me show you guys how I dust off. So first, everywhere where you know you put that loose powder. Also, I don't like leaving that that they always leave. I really don't like that. I feel like someone applied glue and then applied the powder on my face. I genuinely don't like that. I like everything to just be blended, you know, and not give the powder that is like the exact shade as you. We are going to now bring this white face into this tone, right? So we tone it down. But the thing is with makeup, usually it tones itself down throughout the day. But obviously, if you are very self-conscious and like this is like the first time, or like this is your first makeup look that you're doing yourself, like a full-blown makeup look that you're doing yourself that you're going to leave home with, you obviously want to feel comfortable and you don't trust your contour just as yet. You just see how that's literally blending in and dumbing down. But also don't overdo it to remove all your efforts. But now you're just like, you know, look alive. Like you've got blood in your veins. In your veins. This is the same brush I was using for my eyeshadow. Guys, always wipe your brushes on like a paper towel or like an old cloth before using them. So I'm going to use this one. It's a bit cracked, so I don't want to. A basic clean nude face. A cappuccino face. With some shine. I'm going to brush this back because I haven't cleaned it. I don't know why I apply shimmer like this. Like I will go in. In. See how that just hits the lights? It's on your face like I just did. I hope you like my look. Hi, you too. But it's a bit sticky though. Yeah, it's a bit sticky because I feel like my hair is also sticking to it. But the makeup is definitely not coming off. But it's picking up the cotton, which is really annoying. Ew. Okay. So yeah, guys, go get the spray. Just don't put cotton pads on your face.